At long last, Frieza is dead. I am immortal, and I have it all. Hey guys, DB Right here, and today I'm continuing with my Dragon Ball What If Vegeta became immortal on Namek. And, well, we had a pretty interesting start, and pretty much due to pretty much just sheer luck, Vegeta getting to Porunga slightly earlier than he did in the original anime, he was able to get his wish for immortality. Krillin and Gohan went along with it, as long as Vegeta didn't lay a hand on them, their planet, or, kill Kakarot. Vegeta agreed, and of course realizing he needed the immortality to get rid of Frieza. And needless to say, he actually did succeed in getting rid of Frieza. When Frieza showed up, he was no match for Vegeta. Sure, he got a lot of would-be fatal blows in on Vegeta. However, thanks to the immortality, his wounds would be instantly healed, and Vegeta would be getting a constant Zenkai from the beatings. And eventually, Vegeta was able to just simply overpower and do away with Frieza. I mean, Goku did, of course, recover and join in the battle as well, not really sure on what was going on. Although, Vegeta did insist that he had this under control, and that was pretty much a given when Vegeta and Goku basically got rid of Frieza with ease. And, well, Vegeta was thankful for the assist, but that didn't stop him from beating on Goku for a little while. After all, he really didn't get over that first defeat at the hands of Goku back on Earth. And he didn't kill him, it was just to beat him down and once and for all put that low-class Saiyan dog in his place. And well, after the Eternal Dragon on Earth wished back all the Namekians, as well as everyone who was killed by Frieza on Namek, Vegeta just looked to him and said, "If you ever interfere with my plans again, I will not hesitate to wipe out every last one of you. Don't even think about taking my immortality away from me." And with that, he flies off, and the Earthlings go back to Earth, and, well, what was next for Vegeta? Well, he pretty much started liberating planets, and he eventually found King Cold and took care of him as well. And well, since then, Vegeta has been living quite a nice life of luxury as now the new immortal emperor of the galaxy. The Frieza Force is now the Vegeta Force. And well, were Goku and the Earthlings considering using the Dragon Balls to take away his immortality? Yes, but King Kai had informed them that it's actually not necessary at this point, because as a ruler, now Emperor Vegeta, is actually a pretty chill guy. He's gotten everything he wanted. He's the strongest Saiyan in the universe. He's taken out his enemies. He has the entire former Frieza Empire at his disposal, now the Vegeta Empire, and he's actually going around liberating all the planets that were once under Frieza's control, and actually he's helping them, rebuild and offering them protection in exchange for their best fighters and warriors, of course. Anything that can help his empire grow, but he is providing protection and is keeping true to his word. So King Kai's all, "Nah, there's no need to worry about him at the moment, Goku. He's actually a pretty chill guy once you get to know him. And yeah, I guess Vegeta can screw in a light bulb." So Goku decides not to use the Dragon Balls to take away Vegeta's immortality. However, he does have a plan in mind should Vegeta ever step out of line. What is that plan? I'm not going to tell you yet. It's a surprise. Anyway, so Meanwhile, Vegeta is considering going back to Earth and asking the Dragon Team to join his empire as well, because, well, they are the strongest warriors he knows, and they can help, train up his current soldiers and bring them all up to speed. So he does decide to pay Earth a visit and pretty much demands they all come with him. And if they do, they will have their planet will have Vegeta's protection. And well, basically, if you refuse, then, well, he'll basically kill everyone, and he'll leave Earth alone, but he'll kill the Dragon Team if they refuse. So with that, everyone actually agrees, pretty much with the exception of Goku. Goku has no interest on helping Vegeta forward his empire, or going around and, basically blackmailing planets into, join us or you won't have my protection. And, well, Vegeta is considering, blast away Goku, but instead he just sort of smirks and goes, I guess you are just like your brother Raditz after all. Too much of a coward, turning down the opportunity of a lifetime. Very well, Kakarot, stay on your pitiful dirt of a planet. Meanwhile, the rest of us will have a good time ruling the galaxy. And with that, Vegeta and pretty much the entire Dragon Team, with the inclusion of Gohan, Gohan ends up going as well, why not, going on to other planets and things like that, Gohan will get a decent education out of this, so Chi-Chi's sort of all for it. Chi-Chi doesn't really understand why Goku has such a mistrust with Vegeta. Oh, well, maybe because Vegeta, pounded him into the ground last time. I think this is more or less Goku's Saiyan pride doing the talking here. And, well, Goku just, since then, pretty much begins a life of solitude, while basically, Vegeta is more or less, training up Gohan to be a worthy apprentice, and maybe a future successor someday if Vegeta decides to, retire. He is immortal, he could retire and do anything he wants to. Should this get old for him, he can always move on and do something else. And Gohan being half Saiyan and Vegeta witnessing his kind of potential back on Namek, he's absolutely could be a well and suitable replacement to take the reins someday. And well, with that, meanwhile, there are still remnants of the Frieza Force, of the old Frieza Force, still running around. The likes of Sorbet, Berry Blue, and Kikuno, along with some other, former Frieza Force soldiers, and they're off the galaxy just wandering around. They're hoping not to run into Vegeta, but Berry Blue and Kikuno have their own sort of plan. They are looking for someone. And, well, they end up landing on this sort of desolate planet just way out of the range of, what used to be the edge of, cold space. Just something forgotten. Even Frieza didn't even know about this place. Just somewhere just really forgotten. The only ones who really know about this place are Berry Blue and Kikuno. And what do they find there? They find a remnant of what used to be what's left of a cold base, and some cryogenic chambers belonging to a certain brother of Lord Frieza. We are talking about Cooler and the Cooler Force, or Cooler Squad. And, well, Berry Blue and Kikuno wake the former would-have-been Emperor up, hadn't King Cold decided to replace him, decommission him, and, replace him with Frieza. Yes, King Cold is coming into the story. And, well, they fill him in everything about what's happened, that Frieza is dead, and that and King Cold is dead, and both were killed at the hands of Vegeta. Vegeta, of all people, that monkey? There's no way he could ever have the power to take care of Father and Frieza. Tell me everything that happened. And, well, this is where Cooler actually finds out about the Dragon Balls, and that Vegeta in fact used the Dragon Balls to make himself immortal. Oh, well, very well. We'll have to go to this Namek and retrieve the Dragon Balls. Except no one knows where they are now because, well, they use the Dragon Balls to move themselves to a new location. I see then. What about this Earth you were mentioning? You mentioned they had Dragon Balls too. Maybe we should pay them a visit and use their Dragon Balls. And well, they fill them in about these Earthlings and how they can detect energy, and that someone as powerful as Cooler showing up, it'd be too much of a red flag. So, Berry Blue and Kikino, along with Sorbet, are in charge of collecting the Dragon Balls. They're weak enough that they're not really going to raise too much suspicion. And well, the Eternal Dragon is indeed summoned by Berry Blue and Kikino, and well, they have very clear instructions to, a certain wish Cooler had instructed them to give the dragon. Berry Blue just go, "Eternal Dragon, also powerful, we ask you that you give Vegeta's immortality to Lord Cooler immediately. Can you do this?" "Yes, it shall be done." Woo! And suddenly, Cooler is now immortal. And meanwhile, something suddenly has happened to Vegeta. He's crouching down and in a lot of pain. Why is this, DB Rai? What's happened here? Well, think about how I just worded that wish. Berry Blue said, "Give Vegeta's immortality to Lord Cooler. In order to give something that belonged to someone else, you have to take it from him." So the dragon has basically taken the immortality that the Namekian's Dragon Balls had given him and basically just transferred it to Cooler. And Vegeta is in a lot of pain because of all that abuse he copped from rapid healing thanks to the immortality and the Zenkai boost. This has actually caused damaging Vegeta, his mortal body now having to get used to that and readapting. And well, with him being injured and being instantly healed, it's just not a natural way of healing and using the Zenkai boost. So this has damaged Vegeta quite a lot, who's in a lot of pain. "Damn that Kakarot! He's used the Dragon Balls, hasn't he, and taken my immortality from me!" Vegeta blatantly accusing Kakarot, or Goku, and well, the Earth Force is on, "No! Goku did not do this. King Kai told him you were a pretty fair ruler, and Goku decided not to use the Dragon Balls. Goku had no hand on this, nor did anyone from planet Earth." "Well, someone did this, explain!" But no one needs to, because right then and there, suddenly, a ship has come into his space. A very familiar ship. Vegeta can see him through the porthole. It is Cooler's flagship. "That's Lord Cooler's ship. I thought he was decommissioned years ago. What's he doing here?" Pretty self-explanatory when suddenly Vegeta's ship comes under attack, and the Cooler Force, along with their now immortal Emperor, has now showed up and has pretty much begun to take Vegeta's ship, and Vegeta is left into a battle with Cooler, but Vegeta is not powerful enough to overthrow Cooler in his fifth form, and now that Vegeta is now mortal and in pain, and Cooler being immortal, it's not happening. And pretty much, Vegeta is pretty much beaten within an inch of his life and pretty much left for dead, while Cooler has pretty much taken off with his crew aboard the ship, which is pretty much the entire Dragon team from Earth, and a bunch of other soldiers he was preparing to take back to Vegeta Planet 79 and begin having everyone trained up. And well, Vegeta's, after everyone is brought aboard the ship, Cooler does indeed begin to destroy Vegeta's ship, firing basically a death beam at the ship and blowing it up. And well, as the smoke cleared, there's a Saiyan space pod just left and is already pretty much out of sight. That is Vegeta, who had just managed to crawl himself to a space pod, and he's flying off now on his way to Earth. And I think that's actually where we'll leave things for right now. So what do you guys think? Did you like this installment? Is Vegeta going to be able to convince Goku to help him and deal with this now greater threat, an immortal Cooler running around? And if so, how are they going to stop him? The Dragon Balls are going to be inactive for another year, and they don't know where to find the Namekians. So, what is going to happen here? Well, remember Goku's little contingency plan for Vegeta? Will that perhaps be used on Cooler? All this and more next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the little bell icon, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments of this video, and don't forget to share this around, and let's really get this discussion going. Alright, see you guys later. We'll be back again for another What If.